Are you ready to uncover the secrets of the fishing industry and explore the journey from the ocean to your plate? Join me as we dive into this fascinating world. If you're as curious as I am, drop a 1 in the comments and let's discover it together. Cod fishing is a complex process that requires an in-depth understanding of the fish's behavior and the use of modern technology to maximize yield while protecting the environment. Cod typically live in cold waters, ranging from the North Atlantic to the North Pacific, at depths of 200 to 600 meters. One of the primary methods for catching cod, especially in areas like Norway, Iceland, and Canada, is bottom trawling. Bottom trawling involves using a heavy net that can be up to 100 meters long and 20 to 40 meters wide. The weight of the net allows it to sink to the seabed, where fishing vessels drag it along to gather schools of cod. The mesh size of these nets usually ranges between 100 and 200 millimeters, making them ideal for catching adult cod. The nets are deployed from the back of the vessel at depths of 200 to 400 meters, where cod typically feed. The trawling speed is carefully controlled, usually between 2 to 4 knots, to avoid harming the fish while optimizing the catch. A single trawl session lasts between 4 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the fish stock and its location. Once the net is full, it is pulled back onto the vessel, and the crew begins sorting the cod from other species before cold storing them. One significant challenge of bottom trawling is the potential damage to the seabed and marine ecosystems. To minimize this impact, countries like Norway enforce strict regulations, limiting fishing areas and requiring the use of rockhopper gear. This gear helps the net roll over the seabed without damaging its structure, preserving the marine environment. The second method, longline fishing, is a sustainable and increasingly popular alternative for catching cod. Fishermen use long lines ranging from 1,000 to 5,000 meters in length, which are deployed at depths between 200 and 600 meters. Hooks are spaced approximately 1 to 2 meters apart and baited with small fish, squid, or shrimp. The long line is dropped into the sea from the boat. With the baited hooks set at the depths where cod are known to swim. The line is left submerged for 6 to 12 hours, depending on water conditions and the density of the fish. Leave a 1 if you think that's a long wait. After the line is hauled back up, any cod caught on the hooks are immediately removed and processed to ensure quality. Longline fishing has several advantages. First, cod caught this way are less likely to be injured compared to those captured by trawling, resulting in better meat quality. Additionally, this method is more environmentally friendly as it doesn't disturb the seabed. However, the downside is that it takes more time and typically results in lower yields compared to bottom trawling. A longline fishing vessel is usually equipped with 5,000 to 20,000 hooks. To maximize efficiency, boats use global positioning systems, GPS, and thermal radars to locate schools of cod. Underwater sensors are also employed to monitor water temperature and depth, as cod are most active in water temperatures between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius. The next method is midwater trawling, a variation of bottom trawling that does not involve direct contact with the seafloor. Instead, the net is deployed in the midwater column, where cod swim in large schools to hunt for prey. Midwater trawls typically range from 30 to 50 meters in width and 100 to 200 meters in length. And they are adjusted to closely follow the water layer where cod are concentrated. Fishing vessels drop the nets at depths of approximately 100 to 300 meters, capturing fish as they are drawn into the net. The average towing speed is between 4 to 6 knots, 7.4 to 11.1 kilometers per hour. Once the net is full, it is hauled back, and the cod are processed immediately on board, usually through quick freezing. In all fishing methods, modern technology plays a crucial role in enhancing efficiency. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with global positioning systems, GPS, to locate schools of fish and navigate toward them. Sonar radar is also an indispensable tool, helping detect cod based on sound reflections underwater. Thermal sensors are used to monitor water temperatures, as cod tend to concentrate in waters ranging from 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Additionally, fishermen use depth sensors to adjust the net or line depth, ensuring more precise access to schools of cod. After the cod are caught, fishermen will gut the fish before placing them in cold storage. According to international regulations, cod must be at least 50 centimeters in length to be kept. smaller fish must be released back into the sea to ensure the sustainability of future breeding stocks. Let's continue exploring how fishermen catch shrimp. Leave a 0 if you find this video boring. We will dive into two main methods: bottom trawling and trap nets. Shrimp fishing has long been a cornerstone of the fishing industry, providing significant income and sustaining millions of fishermen along coastlines worldwide. The bottom trawling method is the most common and oldest technique for shrimp fishing. It is primarily used to harvest shrimp in shallow coastal waters, particularly species like white shrimp and tiger shrimp. Bottom trawling involves a large net, typically with an opening measuring 10 to 30 meters wide. Attached to weights or metal bars to keep the net close to the seafloor as the boat moves. Fishing vessels deploy the net in waters ranging from 10 to 40 meters deep, where sonar equipment is used for positioning. The net is dropped from the back of the boat and moved slowly to sweep across the seafloor. The towing speed is maintained between 2 to 4 knots, with each towing session lasting from 3 to 5 hours. Once the net is full, it is pulled onto the boat, either manually or using a hydraulic winch. The mesh size of the net is usually regulated to be between 30 to 45 millimeters. Allowing only shrimp of suitable size to be caught while letting juvenile shrimp escape. A medium-sized shrimp trawler can yield between 200 to 500 kilograms of shrimp after each towing session. The trap fishing method is commonly used to catch high-value shrimp species, such as lobsters. Unlike trawling, trap fishing operates on the principle of luring shrimp into traps or nets, which then hold them until they are harvested. The traps or cages typically range in size from 1 to 2 meters and are made of steel or plastic coated with nylon mesh. Inside each trap, fishermen place bait such as fresh meat to attract the shrimp. The traps are deployed in waters ranging from 20 to 60 meters deep and left to soak for about an hour to allow the shrimp to enter. Once the traps are pulled up, the shrimp inside are retrieved manually. Fishermen will sort the shrimp. The small ones will be returned to the sea. The yield from this method is generally lower, ranging from 50 to 200 kilograms per session, but the quality of the shrimp is usually higher. Shrimp tend to concentrate in waters with temperatures between 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, especially during breeding seasons. This helps fishermen locate areas with abundant shrimp and fish more effectively. The price of lobster ranges from $20 to $50 per kilogram. After the shrimp are transported to the processing plant, the process begins with sorting the shrimp by size and quality. The shrimp are placed on conveyor belts, where workers inspect and separate them into different groups. Once sorted, the shrimp are washed with cold water to remove any mud, sand, and impurities clinging to their shells. The next step is peeling or removing the heads of the shrimp, depending on the product requirements. Machines perform the peeling, with rollers scrubbing both sides of the shrimp until the shells are completely removed. After peeling, the shrimp are checked again to ensure that no shell fragments or impurities remain. The shrimp are then washed once more to ensure food safety. This process helps preserve the shrimp throughout the processing stages. Finally, the shrimp are packaged, usually in plastic bags or boxes, and carefully sealed before transportation. The leading countries in shrimp fishing and consumption are primarily located in Asia and the Americas. China is the front-runner, not only in shrimp production, but also in consumption, with an annual output of approximately 1.4 million tons. China accounts for nearly 40% of the global shrimp production, mainly from aquaculture and wild catch. India and Indonesia also rank among the top shrimp-producing countries, each contributing between 600,000 and 700,000 tons of shrimp annually, primarily from the aquaculture sector. Vietnam stands out as the leading shrimp exporter, producing over 500,000 tons each year, mainly for markets in the United States, Japan, and Europe. In terms of consumption, the United States is the largest shrimp market in the world, importing over 700,000 tons of shrimp annually. Followed by the European Union, EU, with approximately 500,000 tons. These countries have a high demand for shrimp, keeping the export market vibrant and active.
The flavor of giant clam is distinct, with sweet, tender meat and a hint of briny ocean taste. They are rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, making them not only delicious but also nutritious. This is why giant clams justify their high price. The shell of the giant clam not only serves as protective camouflage, but also finds use in various decorative applications. With its large size and unique patterns, the giant clam shell is often crafted into decorative items. Raising giant clams as ornamental pieces has become a unique hobby, attracting nature and art enthusiasts alike. These giant clams are often kept in luxurious aquariums, decorated with shimmering lights, and designed to mimic coral reef environments, creating a vibrant and natural setting. The value of ornamental giant clams can reach thousands of dollars, depending on their size and quality. This hobby is particularly popular in European countries such as France, Italy, and Spain, where people appreciate the blend of art and nature in their living spaces. If you're bored with seafood, let's take a tour of a sausage processing plant. The sausage production process begins with workers passing through a sanitation room to ensure hygiene. The meat is chopped and placed into a grinder, where salt is added for flavor. After about 10 to 15 minutes of grinding, the meat mixture, which is smooth and creamy, is transferred to the sausage stuffing machine. This machine can produce approximately 500 to 1,000 sausages per batch. The sausages are then cooked in a steam oven at around 170 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 45 minutes to achieve a nice red color. After cooking, the sausages are cooled and cut into pill-shaped links. Finally, the sausages are frozen at about -10 degrees Fahrenheit for long-term storage. After roughly 24 hours, they are packaged and ready for market. Sausage is an essential ingredient in the beloved hot dog, a popular dish enjoyed worldwide. The hot dog was first invented in Germany in the late 19th century and quickly gained global popularity after it made its way to the United States in the early 20th century. The sausage offers a rich and savory flavor that pairs perfectly with the crispness of soft bread. This combination creates a delightful taste, balancing the sweetness and saltiness of the sausage with the soft bun, making for a simple yet incredibly appealing meal that's perfect for any occasion. As fall approaches, enjoying a refreshing glass of fruit juice becomes particularly appealing. To deliver the highest quality juice, the production process at the fruit juice factory begins with selecting the freshest ingredients. Here, apples, carrots, and beets are meticulously chosen to ensure optimal flavor and quality. The fruits are transported to the factory, where they are thoroughly washed to remove dirt and impurities. Next, apples are cut into small pieces, and carrots and beets are processed similarly. All these ingredients are then fed into the juicing machine, where they are crushed and pressed to extract fresh juice. The extracted juice is quality checked before being packaged in clean and sanitary bottles or containers. This process not only preserves the natural flavor but also retains essential nutrients, providing consumers with fresh and nutritious fruit juices. Fruits and vegetables are packed with essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. These nutrients support overall health, improve digestion, and boost the immune system. They can be used in various ways to enrich meals, serving as the main ingredient in nutritious breakfasts. Additionally, they can be combined into refreshing salads or used to create healthy wraps. Incorporating these colorful and nutrient-rich foods into your diet ensures a balanced and tasty start to the day. If you're not a fan of fruit juices and want to try making a delicious dessert, consider making apple pie, a classic dessert with origins in Western countries. To make apple pie, start by preparing the dough. Combine flour, salt, and sugar in a food processor, then add cold, chopped butter. Blend until the mixture becomes crumbly and smooth. Add cold water, and when the dough starts to come together, transfer it to a work surface, fold it gently, wrap it in plastic wrap, and refrigerate. Next, prepare the filling by cooking 8 to 9 apples. Add about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, cover, and simmer on low for 15 to 20 minutes. Once the apples are tender, reduce the apple juice and let the apples cool. Roll out the pie dough, fit it into the pie pan, and cut the remaining dough into strips to weave over the top. Brush the pie with an egg yolk and milk mixture. Bake at 392 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes.